Hello, welcome to School Never Teach, where we cover the life skills that, let's face it, you probably didn't learn from your teachers. Today, we're diving into a topic that's essential for maintaining your mental well being and overall happiness: how to set healthy boundaries. All right, quick question. Have you ever said yes to yet another task at work that's really outside your job scope because, well, how do you say no to your boss, right? Only to regret it later when your main responsibilities got all messed up. Or maybe you have overbooked yourself with back to back social gatherings, wishing you could now rain check everyone because, anyway, every time you meet your friends, you overspend, overshare, and then wonder if they even care if you are there. Sound familiar? And how many times have you accepted food, gifts, touch, or comments you didn't want? Yeah, we've all been there. If any of this hits a little too close to home, you might be dealing with boundary issues. But don't worry, we're here to fix that with 5 ways to set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries means clearly defining your personal limits and expectations in various areas of your life, such as work, relationships, and personal time. It's about communicating what you're comfortable with and what you can and cannot do, and what behaviors you will and won't accept from others. Setting boundaries helps protect your well being, ensures mutual respect, and create a healthy and balanced life. Figuring out if your boundaries are too tight or too loose isn't always easy. Unhealthy boundaries can be too strict, leaving you isolated, resentful, and disconnected, shutting people out, refusing help, or being overly controlling of your time and space. While these boundaries might feel protective, they can block close relationships and make teamwork a nightmare. On the other hand, boundaries that are too loose or non existent can lead to giving up too much of your time and energy, leaving you feeling drained. On the other hand, healthy boundaries are flexible yet firm, promoting mutual respect and understanding while still protecting your needs. They involve clear communication, reasonable expectations, and a willingness to negotiate and adjust as situations change. Healthy boundaries enable you to connect with others while maintaining your own well being, ensuring a balanced and fulfilling life. So let's get into the 5 ways of setting healthy boundaries. Number 1, check in with yourself. Before you can set boundaries with others, you need to understand what you need. Take time to reflect on your feelings and identify areas where you feel overwhelmed, uncomfortable, or even resentful. Treat your emotions a little bit like your internal GPS. Allow them to guide you to where your boundaries are needed. Maybe you're feeling drained after work because you keep taking on extra tasks, or perhaps a friend's constant last minute plans are throwing off your schedule. By checking in with yourself, you can pinpoint these stressors and figure out where those boundaries need to go. Number 2, communicate clearly. Once you know what you need, it's important to communicate that clearly to others. Whether it's at work, with friends, or in your personal life, let people know your boundaries and what will happen if they are crossed. And remember, this isn't about being harsh or nasty. It's about being clear. For example, if you need to end work calls by 6 p.m. to recharge, let your colleagues know. And if someone keeps texting you after hours, you might say, Hey, I'm not available after 6, so I'll get back to you the next day. The key here is consistency. Stick to your rules, and others will learn to respect them. Number 3, get used to saying no. The dreaded no. But here's the thing. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you someone who respects their own time and energy. And honestly, it's one of the most powerful tools you have for setting boundaries. Whether it's declining extra work when your plate is full, or skipping an event when you need some downtime, saying no is about protecting your own well-being. And guess what? The world won't end when you do it. In fact, people might even respect you more for making your limits clear. Number 4, be prepared to renegotiate. Life isn't static, and sometimes you need to adjust your boundaries. Maybe your workload increases or a relationship evolves. When that happens, it's okay to revisit and renegotiate your boundaries. For example, if a boundary you set at work is no longer realistic, talk to your boss about finding a new arrangement that works for both of you. Flexibility is key, but remember to keep your needs front and center. It's all about finding balance. Finally, number 5, respect others' boundaries. While we're all about setting our own boundaries, it's equally important to recognize and respect other people's boundaries. Healthy relationships, whether at work or in your personal life, are built on mutual respect. When someone sets a boundary with you, honor it and don't take it personally. If a friend tells you that they need some alone time, or a colleague asks you not to contact them outside office hours, respect that. By doing so, you create a culture of understanding and mutual respect, which makes everyone's lives better. So there you have it, 5 ways to set healthy boundaries. Check in with yourself, communicate clearly, get used to saying no, be prepared to renegotiate, and respect other people's boundaries. It's not always easy, but trust me, it's worth it. Healthy boundaries lead to healthier, happier relationships and a more balanced life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering the skills that matter most. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on School Never Teach.